first episode of Unravel with Lavel. And welcome, Arun. Thank you for joining us today and agreeing to share your journey from first router to first SD-WAN in India. We are looking forward to your career and amazing 3 decades of experience that you're going to talk to us about. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Smriti. It's my pleasure to join this session, and thanks for inviting me. And I'll be very happy to share my experiences.
Thank you so much, Arun. Always a pleasure talking to you. So, why don't you start by telling us how you stepped into this world of networking?
It so happened that my first job was a network engineer in 1993, and I thoroughly enjoyed the networking system and as well as people. And I continue to enjoy building networks for driving business even today. So to tell my initial career, I would say that initial phase of my career working with MNCs in India and also abroad gave me a very good exposure and experience in design and deployment of large global networking projects. Working with great companies and good leaders and co-workers also educated me on values such as integrity, customer satisfaction, and company's interest, and the importance of the same for one's success. I would summarize my initial phase of working as building values and building networks. Networks are built to last, should not break, and one's moral compass should not waver and never compromise on your values.
True, true. I think that's a great foundation for a career, building values and building networks. Greatly summarized. So, Arun, as you said, you started off very early, 3 decades back almost. I'm curious to know how technologies changed back then and how adaptive were these companies to adopt new technologies, and what was the impact of overall change in the market dynamics as well. Uh,
Yeah, businesses will continue to look for innovative solutions
yeah.
to solve their business problems. So every enterprise will focus on enhancing customer experience and user experience or the employee satisfaction, increasing productivity, increasing revenues and profits. Technology companies who are able to adapt and reinvent themselves with this changing business environment technology disruptions have been successful and will continue to be successful. MPLS is one technology which disrupted brand services in early 2000s. Few technology companies were ready to support both the service providers and the enterprises because it impacted both of them actually.
Yeah.
And very few companies were able to be successful, and many large tech companies could not survive this actually. And again, if you look at it, very few companies are very good at spotting these inflection points in business and adjust to the changing needs of the customers, the business environment, and also the technology. And of course, they stay successful. For product technology companies, it is very, very important to keep reinventing and do that every time whenever there are disruptions around them actually. And then to be a dominant player, I would say it is very, very important for any company to reinvent themselves in this fast changing technology.
True, true. I think reinvention and adapting to changes is crucial for individuals as well as for companies to stay relevant, right?
Yeah.
While you said there are companies which survive this change, there are also companies that struggle to survive the change. So, as per your experience, what is that magic sauce or that recipe behind the success of tech giants?
So, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, for technology companies, it is very important to reinvent to be a dominant player in the market. If you look around, there are so many startups who are working on technologies which are disruptive and focused to help customers in making things simple to deploy, simple to scale, and also saving costs for the customers and lowering the complete total cost of ownership. And also relevant solutions for changing customer needs and the market requirements. So that's what the startups are really working on if you look around. We also know that some of these large companies acquire these smaller tech companies and integrate them so well, not only to the companies, but also into their products and solutions, what they offer to their customers actually. So that's one of the most important thing to look around yourself, see what changes are happening and see how to adapt to those changes actually. That's a very, very important thing to be successful for all these tech companies. And the other aspect I would really emphasize for every company is to focus on customer experience and also the customer intimacy. Listening to your customers and supporting your customers is very, very crucial to succeed in this competitive market.
I think rightly said, Arun. I think customer experience, be it in terms of the support experience that we give or the technology itself, how it is giving the customer an experience of ease and simplicity is very crucial. You talked about tech giants acquiring smaller companies, but I would like to know, is it possible for a new player to actually dominate an existing market? And if yes, how is that possible as per your experience?
The answer is yes, it is possible.
Mhm.
If companies can identify the right problem or an unmet need of the customers and solve that, then those companies can really be successful. So, in fact, I was lucky to work in one such tech startup which really became a large and dominant player in the application acceleration and the WAN optimization space.
Okay.
Customers who were using MPLS were spending a lot of money on bandwidth. And in fact, the companies who had these international links used to spend lots of money. But the applications were still slow over the WAN. Why is it? Because it is the latency, and also because some of the chatty applications over the WAN made the user experience very, very bad actually. So WAN optimization solution not only accelerated the application for a better user experience for the users, but also it saved businesses a lot of cost because the customers never increased their bandwidth. And in fact, I have seen few use cases where customers reduce their bandwidth.
Okay.
So that's something which I have seen happening, and there are tech companies even today who can be really dominant in future when they identify that problem, solve that problem, and also execute efficiently so that they can grow and become a large corporate in future.
Right, right. So it's all about staying true to the cause and solving the customer problems and at hand,
That's right.
right? I see you have witnessed the technology transformation from router, you talked about MPLS and now WAN optimization. I would like to know your experience with the latest networking technology, which is SD-WAN. Tell us more about SD-WAN and what do you think are benefits of SD-WAN?
Businesses are adopting public cloud and SaaS very rapidly to be more agile, scale faster, and also to enhance the customer and user experience, which is very, very important for all the businesses today to stay competitive. Today, enterprise applications are distributed. Users are not only accessing applications in the data center, they're accessing applications on the cloud also.
Yeah.
But is your network cloud ready? Many organizations are not ready today. Because if you look at a traditional enterprise, a branch user, if he has to access an application on the internet, has to go to the headquarters or the data center, and from there, he goes to the internet actually. So now what happens is, for all the applications what a branch user is accessing, it is not only slow because he is going on the same MPLS constrained bandwidth between the branch to the data center. Even the applications which are on the internet also are slow for this user,
Yeah.
and also the applications which are in the data center also are slow for this user actually. So to address these application performance issues, enterprises have to really transform their network to access the distributed applications. Branch users need direct access to these SaaS applications or the cloud applications. And it also requires high bandwidth because we use applications like video today,
True.
right? So SD-WAN solves this problem. In the past, these WAN connections often used to be a very proprietary technology built on a proprietary hardware, but SD-WAN movement seeks move towards more actually what I would say as a software approach, and the network control can be on the cloud. And with that, I think today's SD-WAN solutions are really very simple but very scalable. It is very simple to deploy, manage, and scale across geographies with actually the zero touch provisioning at branch offices, which is very, very important for many organizations today.
True.
And cloud-based provisioning and management makes it very simple, and it can be deployed on-premise and also the cloud, though the cloud is the preferred option for many customers.
Yeah.
The solution also works on existing MPLS for the customers. The customers can add internet links from not only one service provider through multiple service provider, and it also works in the mobile broadband 4G LTE kind of environments actually. So that's how the network is really scalable, can use any kind of transport and makes it very simple to use actually. That is one part of it. And obviously the second part of it is the security. If you look at SD-WAN, actually SD-WAN makes it as a secure private network. That's the one very important thing with the encryption, which is an AES 256 encryption built in onto that actually. And it also has the inbuilt network security features. And you can have a integration with the cloud security, so that you are not only building the security on the device, you can integrate with the enterprise security platform, which could be on the cloud also. And the last one is about the application performance, because we are doing all these things to enhance application performance, to give a user a better experience.
Right.
So you can have application-based VPN, and you can have application traffic visibility, which can make a lot of sense to plan your network and plan your applications for these users. And also you can deploy quality of service for the customers. So that's what makes SD-WAN a great network, which is scalable, secured, and faster to deploy for the customers.
Great. I think that's an excellent summary of the benefits that SD-WAN brings to the table. Simplicity, scalability, security with a amazing application experience for the end user.
Yes, ma'am.
With that, Arun, I would like to know about your association and your experience with us at Lavel Networks, and tell us more about how we are doing in the market.
Yeah, I am associated with Lavel Networks for past over 3+ years, and I've seen Lavel Networks transform customers' businesses with SD-WAN. In 2017, I think for a large retail chain, they deployed 1,000+ locations network in few weeks. What did it prove? And it proved that Lavel Networks SD-WAN is not only simple to deploy and manage, but it also scalable to 1,000+ locations. And probably at that time, that was the largest network, SD-WAN network, which was there in India actually.
Wow.
And for a large insurance company, Lavel Networks SD-WAN increased the performance of the applications, which resulted in enhancing user experience and productivity. Because this customer was telling that user experience is very bad for a couple of their branches, and Lavel Networks helped the customer to better the user experience. And this customer also slowly, in a phased-wise approach, moved from MPLS to broadband by getting much bigger pipe to their branches, and also lowering the TCO by disconnecting some of the MPLS links. And the third use case, or the third case study, what I would like to highlight is about a large e-commerce company where they wanted networking into the remote locations. And one of these challenges for these large e-commerce companies, they didn't have technical field staff in all those remote delivery hubs actually. So Lavel Networks deployed this network, monitor this and manage this centrally for this particular customer. And this customer today is about 2,000+ locations deployed all across the remotest locations of India actually. And I think this tell that Lavel Networks understanding of the India market is very important, and it is very good for them actually. And the second thing which has helped them is to focus on fit for purpose SD-WAN rather than one size fits all.
Yeah.
Solution is based on size of the branches, the number and type of the users, what is the bandwidth required, what are the applications. And similarly, they came up with the sector-specific use cases. It could be BFSI customers will need scalability, reliability, security, and performance. These are very important for a BFSI customer. Retail business required secured network to protect the billing and customer information. Manufacturing and energy companies are there in the remote locations. For them, MPLS is not available in most of the locations. Can they use broadband and 4G LTE to secure the connectivity to their factories and also these power plants which are in the remote locations, right? And then if you look at it, India has locations where you don't get Ethernet connectivity at all.
Yeah.
So there are locations where service providers give only serial ports. So is there a way of integrating those serial ports into the SD-WAN edge devices? Lavel Networks did that for their customers actually. And if you look at it, the way Lavel Networks has worked with the partner ecosystem and to provide end-to-end solution to their customers, it is no surprise that Lavel Networks has become a very dominant player, and they have about 100 plus customers with about 10,000 plus sites deployed. And also with a clear roadmap to things, and also to cater to the fast changing market and also the tech trends, right? It keeps on changing, and then how Lavel Networks is adapting to those things so that customers can easily adopt their network to the changing business environment of theirs. And to summarize, Lavel Networks is poised to be a very dominant SD-WAN player in India and also in the international market. It is my delight and pleasure to be associated with Lavel Networks.
Yeah, I think likewise. I think we are learning a lot from the amazing experience that you passionately talked about just now. And we will continue to work together to dominate the market and also to deliver values to our customers. Also, to talk about the changing technologies and how adapting to the new technology actually keeps the company growing and customer relevant in the business. AI driven networking and security are the major focus areas for us as at Lavel Networks, and we would like to use your experience to the best value here and take it to the next level together. Thank you so much, Arun, for joining us today. It was a pleasure learning about your experience. I'm sure, like me, there will be many people who will find a lot of motivation and uh, passion from this particular experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Niti. Thanks for having me. And I wish Lavel Networks all the very best and more success in the coming years. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.